Today we have David Prentice, the Managing Director of Brookside Energy, here to share with us about the company's progress on its Rangers well. Hey David, good to see you again.
Hi Cyprus, nice to speak to you again.
Great. Today's announcement revealed more numbers to Rangers Well's production. Could you give us an update on these numbers and how does it compare to your expectation?
Sure. Look, the numbers are fantastic. So 1,300 BOE a day. The well's doing very, very well. Importantly, the liquids content is very high. We're in that high 80% in terms of our liquids content, which is very pleasing, and that's contributing to the very large volumes of oil and gas that we've already produced in what's been less than 2.5 months of the flowback period. So we're already at 74,000 odd BOE accumulated over that sort of less than 2.5 month period. And looking at the current price deck, that's probably getting close to $7 million US in sort of gross revenue that the wells already produced in a very short period of time. So very, very pleased with the way it's looking, and looking forward to future updates.
Yeah, great, David. And wow, near 7 million USD, that's almost paying back for itself already.
That's right. So look, this well, is benefiting from that much higher liquids content, and also obviously from the higher commodity prices. So we're expecting a very rapid payback, and in fact we may well see the well pay out before we see peak production. So very, very exciting for the company.
Great, David. And I noticed that you guys mentioned that this is whatever Rangers well is producing right now is only at 21% of stimulation fluid recovered. Can you educate us how should investors interpret this?
I guess as part of the completion process, we inject sort of in excess of 200,000 barrels of fluid into the wellbore to undertake that hydraulic completion or stimulation, if you like, of the formation. And so we need to recover that fluid before we start to see the maximum contribution that the formation can deliver. So it's very encouraging to see such high rates from the Rangers well with only that sort of 20 odd % of that stimulation fluid recovered. And if you can imagine that essentially a hydrostatic head or a weight of fluid sitting on top of the formation, as we draw that hydrostatic head down, we give the formation the opportunity to I guess demonstrate its full potential. So very encouraging to see these results with that level of stimulation fluid recovered at this point.
Got it, David. Thanks. And at current rate, when are you expecting to achieve IP24, or rather the peak rate?
Yeah, so look, in terms of speculating about when that peak rate might be achieved is difficult. The well is still quite young. And so trying to predict what that profile is going to look like is difficult, but it could take another a month or 6 weeks before we reach peak production.
Got it. Now I noticed that it took roughly 2 months for Jewel well to be at peak production. So comparing Rangers, it has been 2.5 months out already, and we have not reached peak production. Would you say this is a positive thing or the other way?
Oh no, certainly positive. Absolutely. Look, I guess that's a function of the makeup of the reservoir. So this is a much more liquids rich reservoir, and so it's taking longer for the gas phase, if you like, to reach the surface and to increase. Whereas in the case of the Jewel well, we saw that sort of peak gas rate quite early on in the life of the well. So very encouraging, and it should deliver up quite a strong plateau of liquids production before we start to see the natural decline, and that's going to really make a big impact on the economics of this well.
Thanks, David. I'll definitely be looking forward to that. And thanks for giving us the update today. David, always wonderful to have you bringing us the good news. Speak again soon. Bye.
Thanks, Cyprus. Good to talk to you. Thanks, mate.